Hello YouTube, it's your girl Keisha Laundry and I'm back with another video. So this is my second edition of Word on the Curb. I want to start out by saying I want to give Mr. John Witherspoon a big air hug up in heaven. Rest in peace, bruh. Rest in peace. He used to stay at the hotel I worked at, him and Marlon Wayans, as a matter of fact. But he used to stay at the hotel that I worked at. Very humble guy, very down-to-earth guy. You never looked at him and thought, let me look away, let me don't approach him. But just a very humble, down-to-earth. He was just like a regular schmegular old dude. That's the only way I could describe him. And I must say, anybody who know him know that he did fool with Jacksonville. He loved Jacksonville. He loved the Metro Diner. A lot of the cooks have pictures with him down at the Metro Diner. He did fool with Jacksonville. Metro Diner was featured on Diners, Drive-Ins, and Dives with Guy Fieri. So that's like, you know, a well-known restaurant down here. But he used to go to the one in San Marco all the time. But rest in peace, Pops. Rest in peace. You truly will be missed all over the world. Bang, bang, bang. Stomp. Stomp the roach. Stomp the roach. My coworker used to always do that. Stomp the roach. Stomp the roach. I don't remember the rest of the song. But, yeah, you did your work in the world. When people think of you, they laugh. Laughing is therapy. So I'm doing this video while my granddaughter getting ready for work. God bless you. Whoever that was that sneezed. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to talk about is Angela Yee. Angela Yee, Charlemagne the God, Gucci Mane, Skinny Gucci, Clone Gucci. Clone Gucci then broke up the Breakfast Club. But they honestly seem to still be getting along, but I don't know if it's just for pay, you know, but nothing seems to be like wrong, you know, they keeping it professional. But I must say that when I worked in the bar as a barmaid, it was more of a predominantly male testosterone, especially when I opened up. Them guys were pouring, it'd be nothing but men at the bar. So like I always say, I speak man, I seem to get along better with men than females, and I think it's because from a younger age, I was only like 22, 23 when I started barmaiding on the sides and things like that. But I always say I speak guy. A guy will just sit there and pass gas or burp and then don't think nothing of it. But there is a very thin line when you do talk to guys, you know, because they tend to talk about all different kinds of things, and there is a very thin line that you don't want to cross when you talking to a guy. You know, you want to usually I leave things up at to mystery. I mean, you know, you don't want somebody to know everything about you, Angela. And nobody needed to know what was deep or what was long or what was popping. Nobody needed to know that. Keep the interviews professional. But I get it. Your show was geared towards, you know, that kind of content. So I understand it. But just keep yourself out of it. And that's what keeps you a better interviewer, if you keep yourself out of it. You see how Jason Lee interview people. I'll be like, okay, whose interview is it? Is it Jason's or is it the guest? Because he'll tell you more about himself, or he'll ask the guest a question and then he'll answer it before his guests even get the answer, but about himself. You know, but I understand, and sometimes you do take things a little too far when you're talking to guys and things like that, but more than likely those are the guys that you like. So I want to go with Angela was kind of crushing on the old Gucci, and she a little embarrassed. You know how when you did y'all ever play Catch a Girl, Get a Girl when y'all was younger? We had that one boy, and nobody wanted Showbiz to catch him. Showbiz was all big and sweaty. You be like, get off me, get off me, get off me. I just thought about that. Like, Gucci is the one that when you playing that Catch a Girl, Get a Girl, the old Gucci is the one you didn't want touching you. Get off me, get off me. That's how Angela feels. She ain't trying to admit that. But okay, the next thing we gonna talk about is that entitled brat Meghan McCain. That girl is constantly cutting people off. She don't care what the segment entails. She gonna get her point across. They can have the show about to go one way and Meghan to jump right on in and take the show a whole nother way. Now, even with Rosie, they let this thing go on until they just couldn't take it no more. So I can't see her getting fired over this. And a lot of times when you're in positions like that, debates are healthy. You're able to debate and leave it on the table. And so hopefully that's the way these ladies are. I seen Meghan say that her and Joy actually get along. She loved debating with her. She loved the back and forth rhetoric that they had between the two of them. But then there's also a video of when Elizabeth Hasselbeck was on the show, and her and Barbara Walters was going through it. And when the cameras cut, her microphone was still on, and she went backstage and she was literally like, I can't take it no more, I'm leaving. And Joy had to convince her to stay. But that's what this show is about. Everybody's view is not going to be the same, but Meghan is going to have to learn how to respect people. And I think she thinks she know what her father know. Like, you don't have your dad's brain. You don't. You got that job through nepotism. And that's fine. I'm fine with you getting a job through nepotism. I wish that, you know, I'm wishing to have that for my family. But we'll build up towards it. But you still got to have respect for somebody when they talking. You really do. And that's all she do is just like butt in when it ain't her turn. But, oh, Whoopi. Whoopi put her in her place. They got the right person at the table. They got the right person at white hair Whoopi. That's a whole nother Whoopi. That's a whole nother Whoopi. Okay. So, I guess we'll keep the bull crap going with April and Fizz. Now, April and Fizz, as everybody is saying, like, if they went about it the right way, it will be more accepting. But you guys know that in a lot of cultures, it is accepted for a man to take on another man's wife, especially in Islam. I grew up north. You know, and in certain communities, they don't want to see that person alone within that community, so they take them in. Now, I know that April and Fizz is something totally different, but if they would have went about it the right way, everybody would be at peace with it. But unfortunately, they choosing to like act like we don't see what we see, and it's ridiculous. And I feel bad for Fizz because Fizz, I don't think she that into you, or you already know that she not really that into you, bro. You ain't got that much money. You got a bag that'll last you probably to like the end of this month, and then you had the nerve to be taking her looking at the house. I said, who can afford that house? Who? I said, is he gonna get that house for April to pay the bills? He gonna pimp April out to pay that house off? Is that what you're gonna do? But I was trying to figure out if there were any groups that broke up behind something like this. Y'all remember that group City High? What would you do if your son was at home crying all alone on the bedroom floor because he's so hungry? Remember that? You remember it was a girl? Let me get my assistants. The girl's name was Claudette. And the two boys' names was Robbie and Ryan. Claudette was messing with Robbie, and then she wound up marrying Ryan. Now, that broke up City High. That broke up, that must be just the light. That broke up City High, so that's why this is the remix. Wait, is that the same song? Yeah, but that broke up the group. And then also, if y'all don't know, that our previous vice president, Joe Biden, his children just went through something like that. His son, Hunter, he started having an affair with his deceased brother's wife. So the Biden boys went through that. I guess Hunter thought that he would take on Beau's wife, and you know, and everybody had a problem with it. They're no longer together, but things like this happen. Things like this happen all the time, all around us. Like I said, they no longer together. Hunter went on to marry somebody else, but he was dating the girl Haley, however you say it. He dated her for like 2 years after his brother passed away. Yeah, so yeah. And then the last thing I'm gonna talk about, well, I did want to talk about Cupcake. I did want to talk about that beautiful baby girl, Cupcake McKinney. The thing I want to say is, like, I listened to it and I watched all the videos, and the thing is that I feel like it's going to make me a better parent. It's going to make me a better parent because I'm going to be honest with you all. I let Faith, like, go outside and play. We live, like, the corner is right there. The corner is right there. And her friends, the 3 houses, is, like, Right there. So literally, if I take 15 steps off my porch, I'm at the corner, and I constantly check on Faith. They outside playing and stuff, but Faith hasn't really been outside since this happened, and we talked to her about it and things like that. But it just make me reanalyze myself, and it's gonna make me become a better parent, because I don't think I'm no longer gonna let her go around the corner and play with her friends by herself, even though I don't know, it just make you reanalyze things, you know. And I get it. I used to live in a community back home, the Carvey Square apartments. They were hood homes, and I get it. You throw a birthday party, you just cutting cake. Sometimes you be like, who are you? And they like, I'm such and such, and you just give them a piece of cake and let them go. So I understand the community being like that, but then you also still have to keep an eye on a 3-year-old. It's no way a 3-year-old should have been outside by themselves. My mom used to always tell us that, you know, a certain age couldn't even watch another certain age. Like, okay, for instance, Faith is 6 and Bella is 2. Even if I just wanted to get in the shower, I can't expect Faith to watch Bella, because my mom always said that a child's attention span, it changes like that. So they might be paying attention for that brief moment, and then after that, you know, they into the TV, or a commercial then came on, and they're no longer, you know, they're just not capable. And yeah, and it happened to a friend of mine back home. Unfortunately, it ended the same way. But a friend of mine's back home, her daughter went missing, and unfortunately, we found her in the Delaware River. It was a tragedy. My oldest sister actually wanted to name her kids after her. Good morning, Bella, sleepy face. You hear Bella little feet print. But I helped look for Peach's daughter back home. I helped look for her, and that's nothing easy. To all the people that went looking for Cupcake, I commend y'all. Thank y'all. I know that feeling. It's like you want to find her, but you looking through things, and you like, oh my God, you want it to be her, but you don't want it to be her. You know what I mean? So I've been through that. Much prayers to the family, man. It killed me when I seen that little casket come up, and with that horse and drawn carriage and the little teeny casket inside. And then it hurt me that the parents couldn't even, they made that baby out of love, and they couldn't even hold each other that day. They couldn't even hold each other and grieve together, and that hurt me even more. But I'm gonna move on to the wrong houses being raided. Have y'all seen that the cops are actually barging into the wrong houses and raiding them? They'll even see. In one clip I seen, the cop had told the other cop they gave us the wrong house, and they still continue to raid that house. They bringing these people out, hands up, with kids, guns pointed at kids, guns pointed at infants, just thrashing through people's houses. Have y'all ever seen a raided house? Because I have. I've seen a raided house. I've seen what they do. So I can't even imagine them not even belonging at my house and doing that, and knowing that they don't belong there and still doing it. I tried to look up how many houses have been wrongfully raided this year, especially in Chicago, and I couldn't find like how many exactly. But it happens all too often. It happens all too often. And that's a scary situation to be in. Like, y'all see, if y'all seen a house that was raided, what do y'all then do for these people? What do y'all then do for them? Because y'all completely thrash a place. Y'all thrash a place. Cops, y'all got to do better. Soon as y'all find out y'all have the wrong address, y'all should get out of there and apologize. Something should be done. Those people deserve some kind of compensation for going through some mess like that. You getting your whole door kicked down. You getting the lady said a rifle was pointed at her infant. Wrong house raided. It's getting crazy. It's getting crazy out on these streets. It is. It is. I can't even see it getting better no time soon either. Because things always get worse before it get better. But the only thing we can do is stay prayed up. Prayed up and eyes open. Keep your third eye open. Stay on cue. Stay on point. And do the right thing. Do the right thing. Keep your life on the straight and narrow. Keep your life on the straight and narrow. Don't give these people no reason at all. Because they be looking like, oh, I'm going to still try to find something in this house to haul these people out. And it just ain't right. You raid in the wrong houses often. But yeah, that's all I have for word on the curve today. Thank you for your click and view. And if I haven't said it, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. I really appreciate your time. Love, peace, and prosperity, everybody.